Is UFC losing its edge as the premier MMA organization? That's the question on everyone's lips as we dive into the shifting landscape of UFC in the face of rising competition. Let's consider the Professional Fighters League, better known as PFL. Their 2023 season kicked off with a bang, introducing some innovative features that have the MMA community buzzing. One of these is the groundbreaking kick speed technology, a tool that measures the velocity of kicks, offering a new layer of depth to the fight analysis. This is not just a technological advancement, but a game changer, turning every kick into a measurable statistic. But the PFL didn't stop there. They've also integrated real-time gambling odds into their broadcasts, making the viewing experience more interactive and engaging for fans. This move has the potential to redefine how we consume MMA, blurring the line between watching and participating in the sport. Beyond these technological advancements, PFL is expanding its horizons with the launch of PFL Europe. This move signifies the organization's ambitions to become a global player, challenging UFC's dominance on the international stage. And then there's the Superfight division. This initiative, in partnership with Jake Paul, is set to shake things up even further. The first Superfight event is expected to happen in October, and it promises to bring together some of the biggest names in the sport, creating a spectacle that could rival the biggest UFC events. With these new developments, the competition is heating up. But what about the fighters themselves? UFC fighters are not just fighting in the ring, they're expanding their horizons. Take Daniel Cormier, for example. This former UFC heavyweight and light heavyweight champion has taken a leap from the ring into the world of drama. Not just any drama, but a TV series based on the highly acclaimed film Warrior. Cormier is set to play a fighter, not too far off from his real-life persona. But this fighter is grappling with more than just his opponents. He's wrestling with the death of his wife and the crippling financial burden of her medical bills. Cormier is no stranger to the spotlight, but this is a new kind of stage for him. He's been a champion in the ring, and now he's set to become a star on the small screen. This is a testament to his versatility and charisma, qualities that made him a beloved figure in the UFC. It's not every day that you see an MMA fighter transition to acting, but Cormier is not your everyday fighter. He's a UFC Hall of Famer, a recognition that cements his status as one of the greats in the sport. His induction into the Hall of Fame is a testament to his contributions to UFC, both in and out of the ring. But don't get it twisted. Cormier's move to acting doesn't mean he's left the world of fighting behind. The series will culminate with the 4 main characters, including Cormier's throwing down in the ring. So fans of Cormier can look forward to seeing him in action, albeit in a different kind of fight. But it's not just Cormier stepping into the world of acting. Halle Berry's MMA film Bruised has stirred up a storm in the UFC world. Now, this isn't your typical Hollywood versus sports saga. No, this controversy has deep roots in the UFC world itself, with one of its own, Kat Zingano, suing Berry. Bruised showcases the story of a former fighter, Jackie Justice, played by none other than Berry herself, on a quest for redemption. The film, which premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival, has been praised for its portrayal of the gritty world of MMA, but it's not without its share of real-world drama. The bone of contention? Zingano alleges that Berry caused her release from UFC. The story goes that Zingano was considered for a role in the film, but her commitment to the project led to her dismissal from UFC. This legal tussle has added a layer of intrigue to the film, and the MMA world is watching keenly as the events unfold. But the controversy doesn't overshadow the film's significant contributions to the MMA genre. Bruised breaks the mold by featuring a female protagonist, a rarity in the world of MMA films. Furthermore, the film roped in UFC women's flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko, lending an air of authenticity to the proceedings. Shevchenko's involvement is testament to the film's commitment to accurately portray the world of MMA. Her on-screen presence is a powerful reminder of the real-life strength and determination that these fighters embody. So, Bruised is more than just a film. It's a microcosm of the MMA world, complete with its triumphs, tribulations, and controversies. It's a testament to the fighters' spirit, their resilience, and their undying will to succeed. But it's also a stark reminder of the pitfalls of straddling the worlds of sports and entertainment, as Zingano's lawsuit illustrates. It's a complex, layered narrative that mirrors the intricate dynamics of the UFC world. It's clear that the world of UFC extends beyond the cage. But what does this mean for the state of UFC today? As we delve deeper, we'll explore how these developments are shaping the future of UFC. With all these changes and controversies, where does UFC stand today? The Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, is currently in an intriguing phase. The organization continues to grow and evolve, adapting to the changing times and the increasing demands of audiences worldwide. A recent noteworthy development is the PFL's 2024 season that kicked off with a co-main event at the theater at Virgin Hotels in Las Vegas. This season brought forward interesting matchups, such as the featherweight champion Brendan Loughnane facing Marlon Moraes, and light heavyweight champion Rob Wilkinson squaring against UFC veteran Thiago Santos. The stakes are high, with victories potentially setting up even bigger bouts. The PFL has also introduced KickSpeed, a tech innovation that measures the velocity of kicks. This is a testament to the league's commitment to leveraging technology for enhancing the viewer experience. They have also integrated real-time gambling odds into their broadcasts, adding a new layer of engagement for fans. But it's not just about the men in the ring. Female fighters are making their presence felt as well. Larissa Pacheco, the women's lightweight champion, recently defended her title against Julia Budd at PFL 2. And let's not forget the UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier, who has transitioned from the ring to the silver screen in an upcoming TV series based on the 2011 film Warrior. This shows how UFC is not just a sport, but a platform that offers diverse opportunities for its fighters. The current state of UFC is an exciting mix of high-stakes fights, technological advancements, and cross-industry opportunities. It's a testament to the UFC's adaptability and its ability to stay relevant in a world of constant change. The buzz for upcoming fights is palpable, with fighters and fans alike eagerly anticipating the next big event. It's a thrilling time to be a part of the UFC, whether as a fighter, a fan, or even an onlooker. As we can see, UFC is not just about the fights. It's a rapidly evolving industry with many moving parts. With all this in mind, where is UFC headed? In a world that's constantly changing and evolving, the UFC is no exception. The future is exciting, filled with potential and promises of bigger and better things to come. Let's start by looking at the potential for major fights. The PFL's 2023 season has already kicked off with a bang, and there's a buzz in the air about potential matchups. Featherweight champion Brendan Loughnane could potentially face Movlid Khaybulaev for redemption, promising a fight that could be one for the history books. But it's not just the fighters in the ring that are evolving. The technology that accompanies the sport is also advancing at a rapid pace. The PFL has introduced KickSpeed, a cutting-edge technology that measures the velocity of kicks. This kind of innovation is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the future of UFC. We could see more real-time analytics and data being incorporated into broadcasts, bringing a whole new level of understanding and appreciation for the skill and strategy involved in MMA. And then there's the potential change in the industry itself. With the launch of PFL Europe and plans for a superfight division, the landscape of UFC is set to become more global and diverse than ever before. These plans could bring even more talent and excitement to the sport, opening up new markets and audiences. Lastly, there's the increasing crossover between UFC and other forms of entertainment. With fighters like Daniel Cormier moving into television and the success of films like Bruised, we can expect to see more blending of UFC and popular culture. This could mean more visibility and mainstream acceptance for the sport, which in turn could lead to more resources and opportunities for fighters. No matter what the future holds, one thing is certain. UFC will continue to be a powerhouse in the world of MMA,